Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm Timo, and some of you know me. If you don't know me, so glad you're here. Let's take a breath together. Prior to words and letters, let's just dissolve a little bit the habitual structures. People are still trickling in, so I'm going to look around the screens for a moment because I would like to see all of you. Here we are. And Namkai Norber would often ask the people around him, are you really here? Yeah? So, are you really here? So, what is this here-ness? Let's take a breath and just relax the habitual flow. Yeah, just relax thought. Relax a little bit of maybe the tension of a personal identity. Maybe just a little bit. And then immediately awareness somewhat shines forth. Some people ask still, I don't really know if I recognize my awareness. So if I ask you, are you aware? Where do you go? It's the experience of just being here. There are so many practices in many traditions of transcendence and dissolving egos and all that. No, but there is something really happening here. There's something happening, and that happening is us. That's why, for me, always the most beautiful and freeing pointing out instruction in Sochen is just as you are. And it's definitely not about transcendence. So really feel into the just as you are-ness, including that little commentary of like, I was actually trying to kind of get out of me. Yeah. And when we get out of me, then there is not a healing process. But there is no hurry. So if for a moment you wish to sit a little bit in the blissy cosmic rainbow hot tub, just kind of sweet and soft, that's okay. But ultimately we reintegrate into this awareness everything we are, and then, as we call that track shot, it's like the metabolization of all the movement of us here in the world. And in that process, there is a healing. All that arises, especially thought, feelings, and emotions, then transform into their highest potential. So then there is nothing unwanted anymore. And another element of that people tell me when I speak with them, sometimes I follow some people's practice, that even after many years say, oh, I get so distracted. So in a little bit, I would like to do a little bit of a concentration practice to facilitate kind of stopping the stream, the habitual stream of movement of our mind and our circumstances and our interaction with the circumstances of our life. And then some of you are going, no, I'm just a space yogi, so whatever I say, you meditate however you wish. And I'm so fortunate I get to maybe choreograph a little bit of our collective energy. Yeah. And a group of awarenesses is much better than just one awareness. Oh, but Timo, it's only one awareness. Okay, yes, that too. But there's something happens in the resonance of our beingness. Yeah. While we hold each other in this awareness, we facilitate each other's self-liberation. So again, Let's take a breath together. And relax, mouth open. Yeah, I ask little breaths as a replacement of the loud pat that some lamas and teachers do to kind of pop you out of the usual flow of mind. So we take a breath and refresh. So relax the mind, maybe just a little. And as we do, something shifts. The mind drops a bit more in the background. And then awareness comes forth. Longchenpa would add, if we have great fortune. And then we go, oh, great fortune, how do I know I have that great fortune? No, this actuality of beingness is our birthright. Yeah, but becoming intimate with it and realizing that it's possible, that's great fortune. So what's the liberating experience of that sentence? Because he ends maybe one of his most profound books, The Basic Space of Phenomena, with great fortune, great fortune, great fortune. Yeah. We are liberated from it being merit-based. Just as you are right now, perfect. And now we know it. Great fortune is here already. Awareness, presence, energy, knowingness. I am mindful of my experience, inner and outer. So keeping this field of awareness in your being knowingly. Yeah, you feel the resonance of your surroundings, the energy of your room shift a little bit. And the space all around awakens when we awaken knowingly to who and what we really are. So it's this Sochen, this meditation, which becomes the meditation of our lives, not just the meditation of a meditation, is not a belief. Don't believe a thing. Belief forecloses experience. If you still feel a little bit of belief that somewhere in the future you will get there, the future is now, right? Right here, right now. It will always be now. As Lama Surya often says, if not now, when? And then in the just as we are-ness, there's also the body. Yeah, waking down into the body, waking down into the soma. So feel your body. Bringing things down into the wisdom of our bodies. Yeah. This luminous felt sense of being as it vibrates through your body. Not just the biology. We can't even sense the boundaries of our body as a whole. It's just a radiant immediacy. And in that radiant immediacy, we experience timeless awareness arising in and as time. So it's important that it's not a belief, we're not in the mind, we are in the openness of awareness. Otherwise, words like timeless awareness start sounding metaphysical. So timeless awareness is always shining. So a full 100%. and it doesn't change. It's timeless in its constancy. It's always waiting for us to open to it again and again. And the moment we open to it, we become doorways of boundless potentiality. So that's the main Sochan teaching, to discern the difference between the habitual structures of mind and timeless, loving, luminous awareness itself. And not being able to discern the difference between the mind with a little m and timeless, loving, awake awareness is the human tragedy. And knowing our awareness is the joy of being. We are not some arbitrary point on a temporal line from left into the infinite past, into the right, to the infinite future. Even the now is a construct, stuck between the bookends of an illusory past and future. Just relax to the everythingness of right here. And may the unfolding and blossoming of that realization be like planting compassionate seeds in the mind streams of all beings, in this unified, interconnected ocean of awakened awareness space. Seeds that will eventually ripen into the elimination of all undesirable states and the prospering and flourishing of all positive qualities. And then we set our desire of our practice to sit in the continuity of the loving knowing of our being, so it's not aimless. And this evolution of timeless awareness in time, there is a diminishing of negative mind states and a flourishing of positive mind states, and that we can call the Buddha. And on that note, today is Saga Dawa Dushan, right? So we're very aware of our archetypal Buddha that realized his being fullness so beautifully and became so creative in speaking straight from that open awareness. Yet, if he knew we were sitting here asking him and waiting for him to shine his realization upon us, that's not what he wishes us to do. He wishes us to open to him as him, sit as a Buddha, sit as a master. Everything is accomplished. And in this tradition, Yintik, heart essence, don't leave your heart out of it. Let's take a breath together. Yeah. And then from that sweetness, that softness, that openness, I like to say the Shantideva prayer, I often say these days because I love it so much. May I be the protector to all those without protection, a leader for those that journey, a boat, a bridge, a passage for those desiring the furthest shore of awakening. May the pain of every living creature be completely taken away. May I be the doctor and the medicine. May I be the nurse for all sick beings in the world, until everyone is healed, just like space and the great elements like the earth. May I always support life of all boundless creatures, and until they pass away, may I also be the source of life for all the realms of various beings that reach to the limits of space, that reach to the limits of space. Natural breath and energy. Breath and energy inseparable. So maybe if you wish to join me, direct your mind like a boat rudder in the stream toward the expanding breath as it rises. Stay connected and intimate with every subtle nuance of that rising breath, from the very beginning to the end. And then meticulously orient your awareness to the out-breath and the beautiful energy of you in the world. Trace every nuance, staying close, very close. Its full descent from start and finish. And then in the little gap between out-breath and in-breath, the duration fluctuates. Don't control your breath, natural breath. In that little gap, open up to your body as a whole. Yeah, let the whole field of bodily sensation become your focus. And as the next breath begins, follow the rise, follow the falling. Meticulous, carefully rising, falling, whole body awareness. They call this the 3-point meditation. Just for maybe another 2 or 3 minutes. Just keep opening up to the body as a whole, and maybe start experiencing the body as a whole as quite a bit larger as the boundaries of your anatomy. Just openness. Meticulous breath in, meticulous breath out. Boundless soma body radiance. Okay, now let's take a breath together, all together, and relax all concentration and attention. Yeah, just turn your awareness to the changeless, timeless quality in this soma of being, this radiance of being. Timeless awareness, always right with us, always right with us. Relax there. Really open up to it. Awareness doesn't come and go. It's so explicitly atemporal in its constancy. And in that we become ahistorical beings for a moment, not telling our story. What a great relief that is. There is no time to tell stories. Heart essence, natural breath and energy, radiant open body, joy body. Please remain in the knowing of the knowingness of our being. As we have identified, always right with us. And then also begin to sense how this timeless empty field unfolds into all directions, vast and boundless, vast expanse. Like an ocean-like view. Just remaining here. Resting in this infinite field of timeless, boundless awareness love. So there is that knowing spacious quality, but there is also this felt sense of this energetic potentiality, this dynamic energy of boundless mind or Rigpa. Its radiance. It's like when we hold ourselves open, we open the gates to the Yeshe energies, the wisdom energies, the wisdom potentiality, no other than love. As the potentiality of the languaging of our loving potentiality, but also this sharing of this direct actuality, just streaming into this interconnected net, just holding each other here together in this group. Let's hold each other, open each other. Such a loving phrase to say to each other, I see you. But not just seeing from sight, but seeing from the actuality of beingness, gazing from being, gazing from heart essence. And then we're no longer a being gazing, but we become the gaze. feeling this shimmering immediacy of this boundless potentiality, experiencing that directly is the yoga of revelation. A direct revelation of being fullness. It's fullness. That's the guru in us, as us. And in some way, we have known this our whole life. And also Namkai Norbu would say, this is the real condition, just as you are. May all your limiting beliefs and psychological patterns, emotional mosaic transform into the healing of all those you encounter. Let's take a breath together and refresh. Mouth open, relax. There's the sound already. Yeah, stay with us. We need you. Bright mind. Bright heart. Knowingly. Just wide open. I feel I'm no longer operating from within the constraints of individual consciousness. I feel this actuality of these yeshe energies just rippling through, alive and radiant, with confidence. And we don't have to resolve every issue of our psychology to be able to experience the beautiful wholesomeness of our being. I'm going to read a paragraph by Longchenpa, an incredible Buddha and teacher, like 800 years ago or so. And just relax, let the text resonate, just meet the beingfulness of the text from beingness. Don't engage with your mind and figure it out. And he said, becoming aware of the consistent and constant openness of your own awareness, and becoming aware of the consistent and constant light of our own awareness, we become aware of the openness and natural light of awareness itself. We become aware of awareness as ground of being, as source. The light and openness of our personal awareness is the light and openness of primordial awareness itself. To know the nature of your own being, you must go beyond your mind and become aware of awareness itself. This awareness is the beingness of being itself. So many human beings are in a bottomless pit of existence, contained by all manner of suffering. The error of ego fixation and desperate grasping arises as the function of primal and primordial ignorance, of unknowingness, the unknowingness of oneness of being. But when you experientially know the dimensions of your own awareness and your own beingness, the terror of existence dissolves. Let's take a breath together. And any aspect of anxiety in your body, place awareness right at the heart. Shine the healing light right at the center of it. Let it dissolve. The mind alone always always hangs over the existential abyss. Dissolve. Then Longchenpa goes on. As you experientially know, you hear that? No belief. As you experientially know that your very somatic or embodied emanation is the emanation of luminous radiance, of luminous consciousness, liberation happens. Let's pull together. Yeah, take a breath. Yeah, stay with us, bright mind. Not distracted among movement. As we notice together, liberation happens by itself. Isn't that the sweetest message? Happy birthday, Buddha. Just sitting, being aware of being aware is a bit of a slippery slope. So Lama Surya often would say, if you're distracted, maybe 35% breath awareness and 65% being aware of being aware, or any division of those numbers to your own need. Maybe you just relaxed, open and stable. And if that's the case, then identify, is it just a meditative stance, or can I be stable like this throughout my life? If not, you're holding it a little too tight. Relax. This meditation of non-meditation is such a sweet cultivation of many species of goodness. So many beautiful qualities of our heart are obscured by the busyness and the fragmentation and the distractions. Not to mistake pleasure for deep, enduring fulfillment. Where we come to realize, as Lama Surya says, love is only found through loving. Sitting here knowing my being is love. Just let things arise. Don't hold too tight. Undistracted. Whatever comes up, let it metabolize. Let it free itself. Let it diminish the historic grooves. And without trying to trivialize or make light of the incredible tenderness of this intense world, let's take a breath together. Relax. I want to say the words of Swami Muktananda. He would say, you should get beyond right and wrong. You said you should get beyond good and evil. You should get beyond better and best. You should even get beyond truth and falsity. Then you will live life after life, death after death, in primordial, timeless, loving awareness. Yet not as a softy, bowing, subservient to all conditions, but upright as the guardian of wholeness and protector of innocence. Who arises naturally from sitting here as this openness of being. When I saw the message that today is Saga Dawa Dushen, it also says, it being one of the most sacred days of the year, one's karmic effects are said to be multiplied by millions of times. So meritorious actions are especially encouraged. Let's just assume this beautiful togetherness of non-action to be a meritorious action. We have a few minutes left, so don't lean into the end. It may be arising. The transitionless transition coming up. Would you please not change your open stability throughout the rest of the day? Oh, what the hell, the rest of our lives. Come on. I forgot the right phrasing. Somebody's being. I can think of his name. Okay, a wise guru said that enlightenment is so much easier than navigating our psychology. I'm paraphrasing it too, but something like that. And as Lama Roger often says, you're so much closer than you think, so much closer than you can think. Okay, let's take a breath. One last collective breath. Okay. Yeah, Edward, thank you. Trungpa. It's a group effort. Sometimes I know it, sometimes I don't. But I know my beingness. And even if all my habitual mind's faculties would diminish, and in my DNA gifts there's a possibility, I know I will not forget my beingness. There is nothing we can't handle when we open like this. So we're still together for another 4 minutes or so. There were already some comments, so thank you for that. If you want to type something, maybe what happened in your meditation, maybe something that didn't happen or happened, or languaging from this openness is always the Buddha speaking. So since it's your birthday, I would love to hear how you're experiencing your Buddha-ness. Yeah, hearts will do. Thank you, Lawrence. That's great. We should do a proper closing prayer. I forgot. Sorry. Can I see page 23, please, Dory? It's Lama Surya Sangha. That's what we do. Gewadi nurudak jokpachempo drup gyurnye doar chikyang malupa dei salago parshok. Through this virtue may be swiftly realized and fully embody and stabilize the natural great perfection, and that will bring all without exception to its complete realization. Jangchup semchok rinpoche makepanam kegyorchik kepanyam par me paryang gongne gongdu pelwa shok. May the pure brilliant sun of bodhicitta dawn in each and every heart and mind, dispelling the darkness of suffering and confusion unstoppably until all are illumined and awakened. I would like to see the New Millennium prayer, please. May all beings everywhere with whom we are inseparably interconnected and who want and need the same as we do, may all be awakened, liberated, healed, fulfilled and free. May there be peace in this world and throughout all realms of existence, an end to war, violence, poverty, injustice and oppression. And may we all together complete the spiritual journey. Thank you, thank you. Happy millennium. Let's take a breath. You're a captive audience. For 2 more minutes. Captive for the rest of the day. Captive by your own beautiful beingness. Be captured by the beauty of your being. Sit in the continuity. Okay, I'll mention what Glenda said. We have a little meditation group, and we've been meditating. Some of us have been meditating with a sleep mask on, so for full 100% darkness, like titrating a dark retreat. Yeah. So I just wish you to know on Amazon you can get it for like $10. You can email me if you want, and I'll send you a link, or you can find it yourself. And it's something to try. Play with the sky-like nature of the blackness of being, like the dark mother here. If you want some information about anything I said, I'm always available. Stay awake, stay with us. Just feel into the collective, even when we're not on Zoom together. Love you very much. Thank you for the beautiful opportunity to be able to hold you. It's so beautiful. Have a beautiful day. Take care.